Hi, my name is Schneider-Atik, and I am here to teach you how to look good within Jewish law. One aspect of that is hair covering for married women, and one aspect of that is Mitpachot. Now, a number of women have asked me about tying pashminas. Pashminas are very popular right now as head coverings. Now, the truth is they are a little bit trickier to tie because they're a little weightier than some of the scarves that we are used to. But the good news is that pashminas are not only very easy to tie, but you can wear them on their own in some very basic wraps, and because of the extra weight, they stand out on their own, so you don't necessarily need to add decorative accents or even volume. They stand out on their own, and they give you all that by themselves. So I'm going to start with just one basic wrap. Now I'd like my assistant here to please hand me the first one. You want to say hi?
Sure, why not?
Thank you. Now this pashmina is brown, as you can see. Brown is a classic neutral. It goes with everything. But as you can see, it also has a print on it in a lighter shade of brown. So that adds texture. And so again, this allows the scarf to really stand out. So you don't really need to add much to it. Now, as you can see, I'm wearing my no-slip band and my volumizer. Now, some of these wraps don't really need the volumizer, but some do. So it's good to have them around. And you definitely need a no-slip band. Otherwise, these things will slip and slide like mad. Drape it over the head nice and even. And gather it in the back. Tie it once. What I'm going to do right now is what I like to call the basic round wrap. Now, with a pashmina, this can stand out on its own. But with this or with any other scarf, it also acts as a base for other things if you decide that you want to add decorative touches. It's pretty similar to the crown style, except that it's a little smoother. Take one side and you just drape it over, nice and smooth. And then you just tuck the ends in. Then you take the other side and you do the same thing. Just drape it in the opposite direction. Try to keep it smooth. The smoother it is, the better the base. And as you can see, you've got a great wrap here that can stand on its own, but at the same time, you can add the decorative touches you need. Now, I'm going to try a slightly different one. This is a wrap that I use very frequently. It's the Regal wrap. In fact, I used this very scarf, and I did the Regal wrap when Rapunzel did their 15-second pashmina challenge. The Regal wrap is so super quick. You can do it really, really well. What you do is you take one side and you drape it around the back, but you bring it slightly forward. Then you take the other side and drape it over the front. And then you take the two ends and you tie. And then you can either leave the ends hanging or you can tuck them in like I do. I always tuck the ends in. And again, you've got a great basic wrap that works well, that works amazing on its own. Or you can add decorative touches to it. Now, for this next strap that I'm going to demonstrate is a little bit more dramatic, but it actually works really, really well with a pashmina, because with a pashmina, you can really see the details of the wrap. Now, for this one, I'm using this teal pashmina. It's a teal on black print, but because the print is so dense, again, it comes off like a texture. So again, it stands out well. Now what I'm going to demonstrate is what I like to call the asymmetrical twist wrap. I learned it from my friend, the Veiled Catholic, from a YouTube video. For this one, you start by draping it very asymmetrically. You want to leave some length. You want to leave some length on the short side, but not a lot. As you can see, I've got this short side and I've got the long side. For this, again, I'm tying them in the back. Okay. Now for the moment, I'm leaving this short side free. But now, I take the long side, and I wrap it around my head. And I bring it around. Now, I'm going to tuck it in. But before I tuck it in, I give it a few twists. Then I bring it around to the back, and I tuck it in. And I tuck it in under the band that I've made. Now, as you can see, there's a twist here, so that really adds a little something. Now, I take the short side, and again I twist it, and I bring it around the front, and I tuck it in here. And as you can see, I have the twist here, and I also have the other twist here. Now this, I really love, not only because it's a great basic wrap, but because the slight asymmetrical look really is so flattering because it brings the eye upward. It really adds interest. Now finally, I'm going to demonstrate one of my favorite ways to wear pashmina in cold weather. And for that, I need my other assistant. You want to say hi?
Hi, my name is Moshe, and I love my Eva.
I love you too. Next, I'm going to demonstrate this one. Now, I don't like wearing pashminas in the dead of summer because they are heavier weight, so I prefer lighter weight mitpachot. But when it gets colder, and especially when it gets wintry cold, I particularly like this wrap because it gives me ear cover without a whole lot of discomfort. The turban wrap. Drape it around the back to the front. Crisscross it. And keep crisscrossing, wrapping it, and tucking until you've got everything tucked in. Now, like I said, this is one of my favorite wraps to wear in the winter because, again, keeps my ears covered. But it also makes a great base for decorative touches. Now, as you can see, pashminas are nothing to be afraid of. You can still do a lot with them, even if they seem a little tricky. The key is to play around and have fun and enjoy it. Thank you.